Yeah. Hi, I'm Jim, the Reverend Horton Heat Heath, here with my Grace White Falcon, and we're logged on to guitar.com. And if you want to, you can visit me at our website at reverendhortonheat.com. And I'm glad to be here. My first band was a 50s band, though, and that's really, I guess, how I really started getting into the whole 50s thing, you know, was that the first band I was in, we would play songs like Soldier Boy and At the Hop, you know, Danny and the Juniors, and I can remember there's a guitar solo on Rock Around the Clock. I was in this band with these people that were all really good, accomplished musicians in other instruments. And I played guitar on the Chuck Berry and all this stuff, but then on Rock Around the Clock, I'd have to give my guitar to this other brother that was normally the piano player, but he could play guitar really well too, and he could play that solo on Rock Around the Clock. And I can remember sitting off at the side of the stage thinking, I'm going to learn that solo if it kills me, you know. I just couldn't stand it that somebody was up there playing my guitar and just ripping off that, because that's one of the best solos ever. And so eventually, I actually got that solo in a song. It's on our last, it's Martini Time has a song called "Rock the Joint." It's a Bill Haley remake of some other. Who else did "Rock the Joint"? I don't know, but the guy does the same solo on that deal. So
show us some of the solo.
That solo. Yeah, turn it up here. Let's see. Oh, I kind of missed it. Yeah, Bill Haley thing. I think I kind of messed it up. I sat there for hours and tried to figure that out, and he might be doing something quicker at the end. He does some kind of like a little maybe at the end, but I'm not. I'm pretty sure he starts out with as close as I could get for that day. I don't know.
That quick descending thing, that's over the E chord?
Yeah, it's kind of over an E major scale as opposed to a dominant scale. That's at least the way I do it, you know. He might have done a little different. I'd been in a couple of rock bands after my high school bands and stuff like that, and I was kind of hanging around actually some artists, just like painters and stuff like that. And I noticed that a lot of artists had a specific style they would focus in on, and I started, so thinking, wow, this guy always has popsicles in every one of his art, like that's his deal is popsicles, and I started thinking, part of the way that you get to part of the thing of art is that you have to focus very much on one little thing, if you try to jump around and play one song classical, one song blues, you just end up with a really bad record or something. But no, I'm not necessarily saying that. But I wanted to focus on something, and it was about that time in my life I was hanging around some record collector guys, and I really started feeling like this whole rockabilly thing was blues was a little bit more, it was a little too odd, and the rockabilly thing, this was a little bit more rockin' type of a blues, and it just kind of fit right in. So I really dove really heavy into that, and, started getting really into players like Cliff Gallup is still to this day one of my favorite players. He played with Gene Vincent and the Blue Caps, and then Scotty Moore, Elvis's first guitar player. And then a little bit of James Burton, Elvis's later guitar player too, because I learned a bunch of those licks. A bunch of the Elvis songs that we learned in my first band, my 50s band, I was learning James Burton licks, but because it was the later Elvis we'd learned the versions of on some of those songs.
Can you show us the difference between Cliff Gallup, Scotty Moore, and James Burton? I mean, in your mind, is there a definite difference?
Oh yeah. Scotty Moore kind of took the Chet Atkins, Merle Travis thing into rock and roll, and Scotty may not have